I have a Patrick Mahomes, the Don Russ rated rookie. It's just a plain base one. It's not in the greatest condition. It has like a dinged up corner. That's one I'm not sure what to do with either.
Just send it off to grading to PSA.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for it to get graded. But like, how would I even, when it's time to sell, what's like a good way of like getting to the actual price or somewhere around it if it comes back in a 10, 9, 8?
Hey, I've been buying basketball for about a month now,
Yeah.
and I bought some numbered Prism stuff and
Yep.
some numbered Donruss. What do you think of the Donruss?
We're live for episode number 63 of the Eric Michael Show, where I talk about sports, business, sports cards, and I answer any of your guys' questions. If you have any questions, you could feel free to comment or call the number below. And the way I like to start off these podcasts or live streams, whatever you like to call it, is just simply showing you guys me buying cards, because I think that's one of the most beneficial ways for me to actually give you guys value. Like, what the hell am I actually buying right now? Why, etc. So while I wait for some people to call in, let me share my screen like I usually do and start looking at stuff. So this is part of the problem with right now. So it's getting a little too close to buy football, right? Like when I say buy football, I mean like buying football cards already graded, because you want to buy them at their absolute lowest. So like, let me show you an example. So like if you look at like a Prism Silver CJ Stroud, for example, to check this out, right? If you go here and look at the last 180 days, you can see in like February, like beginning of February, right here, it was at its lowest, right? This card was like 380, 390. And now in the past 30 days, it's starting to creep up. And now it's like 450. So if you bought this card, which I did, not this card, but I bought some CJ Stroud, and you bought it at its low point, now you've made 15-20% on your money, which is fantastic. But that's why I don't really like to buy football right now, because it started to go up. So what's the next sport, or what's the next thing I could buy where like it's in the dumps right now? Basketball, right? And buying football cards already graded, or excuse me, too grade is still good. So like my philosophy is I just want all football cards sold before the season starts. If I buy it now, get it graded, I'm able to sell it before the season starts, great, because most guys go down in value. Like, for example, this same card on the screen right now of Jaden Daniels, that same card is like $1,200. I bet you a lot of money that the card is worth way less by like October, November. I could be wrong, but just based on my experience, it's hard to maintain that hype. So some things I'm looking to buy right now are basketball. And I could actually show you. So this is where I buy some of my higher end cards. And there's actually an interesting basketball card I bid on. And you know what's funny? I never win the auctions. I never win auctions when I do them on this show, but it's because I think everybody sees it and they go out and outbid me by $1. So I'm not going to show you guys what I bid, but I'll show you the card I bid on, and I'll show you why. So where is it? It's a card of Paolo Banchero. So this is a nice card of Paolo Banchero, but this is not like his true. Oh no, that is his true vertical patch. There's another one. Yeah, this one. This is like a signature prime. I was looking at this one. I like how it's a PSA 10, but it's not like his true rookie card. So I'm not gonna buy it. But right here, it doesn't say what I bid. But so why am I high on Paolo Banchero? Well, just for the simple reason I was high on CJ Stroud or Sam Darnold. I think it's going to generate a lot of hype and excitement in July, August, September, because the Magic are probably going to be a really good team. Now, I'm going to try to sell this card before the season starts. But if you look, so like, check this out. Like, look at like a Paolo Banchero Silver Prism PSA 10. So last year, we look in the past year. So last year in 2024, you could have bought this card. Let's see. Hold on a second. So this card is down right now. It's kind of all over the place. It's actually kind of stayed the same in the past, like, in the past little bit here. But last year, if you look, his Silver Prism was like, no, it's 2025. Wait, let's go to 2024. So 2024. So it was like 370, 380. And once they got closer to the season, oh wait, no, I gotta go back, way back. Oh, okay, I'm an idiot. Here we go. So this time of June last year, and this is 2024, this card was like $300. And look what happened. Boop, it popped up. Now he did play well in the playoffs last year, so that also helps. But look what this card got to before the season, right? It was like 500, right? 440, and you could have got this card for $300 at this time last year. Actually, one day off. I'm speaking, it's June 4th, and this is June 5th of last year, right? Not saying this is going to happen again, but this is what I'm going for. And you can see, whoop, it's come back down. And Paolo Banchero actually had like a pretty good year. I forgot what he averaged, like maybe 20 something a game. He stayed healthy most of the year. So I just think there's going to be a lot of hype and excitement. So he's someone I'm looking to buy. This is one card I'm looking to buy. The other guy I'm looking to buy that I think is safer but less upside, if I had to take a guess, would be Wembanyama for the same reason. His stuff isn't really low. It's kind of like flatline, but I think the Spurs could pick up someone really good. Maybe trade for Giannis. I don't know if they have enough pieces to do that, but if they did, his value will go up. Or trade for Trae Young, which I think Trae Young going to the Spurs, side note, would be really good for them. That's some stuff I'm looking to buy, but let's hop onto eBay and look at some stuff. So to one up what I just said, I would love to buy like Paolo Banchero, like raw cards to grade. Now his year is kind of hard to grade, and it's also a few years old. So like a card a few years old, right? It's probably not graded for a reason. No one's graded it because there's probably something wrong with it. But let's take a quick look and see, like, if we do like min price, let's do like $50. Let's do like min bid count. Are people calling in, Coffee? Oh, we got callers already. The last podcast, there weren't as many callers, and then this one, there's a lot. One guy, you said? So there's nothing crazy here. Yeah, people are going to be hesitant to auction Banchero stuff. There's a silver prism right here, but I like to buy higher end stuff if I'm buying already graded. People are going to be resistant to buying this stuff selling it right now just because it's low, right? Like the same reason I want to buy it is the same reason people probably don't want to sell it. But check this out. So I think NBA Prism is a possible move right now. Like, this is crazy. I was actually looking at this the other day, and there are so few NBA Prism cards graded. One, because a lot of people don't even know who the hell the players are, like Dalton Connect, Stephon Castle, Reed Shepard. A lot of these guys just aren't well-known names. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yep, okay, we're good. And there's just not, and they don't sell for tons of money. So you have to buy like higher end colored cards to really get these cards graded, because buying a card that's $5 to get graded just doesn't make much sense, right? You don't want to spend $5 on a card and $20 to get it graded, and a 10's only 30. So I think there's a huge opportunity with a 2024 Prism as well. So I'll check this out. So yesterday I was actually doing this with a few students of mine. So I was okay. So like someone I was looking at yesterday was Dalton Connect. So his stuff doesn't sell for tons of money, but let's just search this. So it gives us at least cards with one bid. But like this stuff, I just think there's a lot of upside. I think there's a lot of upside. This is actually really cheap. Like, look how cheap this is. Come on. Number to 8, really good rookie for the Lakers. And it's at $76. I think part of it, one, it's the offseason and it's low. And two, just everyone's buying football right now, right? And something's only an opportunity when no one else sees it as an opportunity. So like I'm shifting my focus slowly. I might pick up a few football cards here and there, but I'm like slowly shifting it to basketball because, like I just said, I think it's a great opportunity because no one else sees it as an opportunity. Like this stuff is just cheap, man. And you 10 this stuff, you'll make really good money. I like this card. I like gold. So this card is in China, Shanghai, China, which tells me someone in China is probably not grading cards, right? Probably common sense. He probably doesn't grade cards. See if there's anything wrong with this card. Nothing looks crazy. See what this card's worth. So like this is the problem, and I was explaining this to students yesterday. So a card like this, like you need to buy lower numbered stuff of these basketball guys to make grading the card worth it, right? Because buying a $5 card doesn't make any sense. But it's like, what is this card worth, right? Because there's probably not many sales, right? So like if I go to 130 point, and this is a website that shows me sales of eBay cards. So we type in like Connect, Gold, Prism, Auto. Are there any sales? Oh, Oh, there's one. Actually, there's one of $905. Let's see if this was a real sale. So if you go to the original listing and you click bids right here, it'll show you the last bidder had 7 feedback, so that easily could have been fake. But this guy with the 862 feedback kept bidding over. Something looks funny. This looks a little funny. The same guy bid this many times. Looks like he was like pumping up the card a little bit. What it looks like, but you never actually know. So gold shimmer. So what I could tell you just from being in sports cards, a gold. This is a regular gold, right? Usually sells for about double a gold shimmer ish, right? And so I actually think that this card, not this card, this card is probably worth like $800 to $900. Do I want to spend $900 on a card of Dalton Connect? Sure I do. So what I could do here, I could grab the eBay item number, go over to Easy Sniper. This is a software I use that lets me bid in the last second of auctions. And you could see, let's bid, I'm going to be conservative here. 874. Great. 874. Boom. Done. So I think basketball's a play. That's a little bit of a risky play. I got high end card of Dalton Connect. But type in Reed Shepard. He's also another guy who sells for pretty good. The only guy that sells for like significant amounts of money is Stephon Castle from the Spurs. These other guys, you have to like buy their higher end cards in order to make it worth it. But there's a lot. See, lucky envelopes, Reed Shepard. I hate this picture. Why make this picture? So this card's not going to grade. You can see there's some whiting there on the corner. It's probably not going to grade. Kaboom. I'm not the biggest fan of Kaboom. China Dragon Year. Yeah, there's whiting on the corner. Probably no good for what we're looking to do here. Type in Stephon Castle and do the same thing. So his stuff actually sells for pretty good money. Blue cracked ice. This stuff, you tend this stuff, you'll make a lot of money. Yeah, this corner looks a little messed up. And also you can see the centering, this top here is too big for the bottom. The centering is no good. PSA has a rule now where you could only they only do 55-45 card. Like the centering needs to be 55-45 in order for it to get a 10. Let's say this person doesn't know how to take pictures, but this card actually looks pretty clean. This is a funny looking picture. I'm a little skeptical, honestly. See the feedback. Item will be shipped in a top loader. Let's see if my man grades cards. He probably doesn't grade cards. Oh, there's another nice one right there. Blue Prism. Why is he? Man, person does not know how to take pictures. Sorry if you're listening to this right now. Gold laser Stephon Castle. Wow. Why does he have so much Stephon Castle? Should I be worried? He has so much. But like this card is like money. You 10 this card, you're doing well. Let's look this up. Let's type in Castle Prism Blue number to 199. See what this card's worth. 130, 191, 165. So they're gonna sell for different amounts of money based on the condition, right? You could have one that sells for 130, one that sells for 180. People are gonna pay more for cards in better condition. Yeah, there's no PSA 10s. I wonder if we went to Market Movers, if it would tell us if this card would get a PSA 10 or not. Other callers copy. Okay. Let's see. PSA 10. Yeah, there's no 10s, but I'm not scared to bid on this card. I think this card has some potential here. Let's see. This card ends in a day. Check PSA population. Oh, it'll tell you. Wow. I did not know this was a thing. It'll tell you right on the site. So there's actually one PSA 10 in existence, and it looks like there's been 4, 5. So there's 5 of them that have been graded. Yep. So 5 have been graded. Wow. I didn't. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this. And one has gotten a 10. Well, maybe this could be the second. So I'll be aggressive here. I'll bid 161. Why I like to do random numbers? I don't know. That's what I like to do. Check PS. Wow, this is cool. So 20 have been graded of this, and 5 have gotten 10. So that probably because the card's white and the surface is going to be a little bit easier since it's white. Let's see. White at a 125 Prism Castle 2024. Is it not numbered to 125? Did I mess? Oh, 175. Aha. 175. So what's interesting? Wow. Did this actually sell for $1,100? I don't really believe it. Why don't I believe this card's worth $1,100? Something in my gut says, I don't know, that might be too much money. Let's see if this person's real. So only 51 feedback. See, these cards just get kind of shilled, and the reason they get shilled is because when I say shilled, it means someone makes a fake eBay or like a dummy eBay and just bids up the card, and then just uses this sale to say to someone, "Hey, look, this card sold for 1,100. I'll sell to you for 1,000." The reason why I'm skeptical is because this card is like $265 raw, and this like a white prism isn't like a premier variation. Like blue, red, orange, those are premier variations, and it getting that type of multiplier from 260 to 1,100. I don't know. But like this card being worth like 800-900, I believe that. But regardless, I will bid on it. So let's see here. eBay item number. Let's do 261. Some good stuff on eBay, man. I'm telling you, all this basketball stuff, crazy. Get rid of all this, all these tabs. Frustrate me. Gold laser number to 10. Plum blossom number to 8. This card's interesting. This card's in Japan. I have not bought that many cards from Japan. Look at all this raw stuff just ending in auction. So good. Gold laser. Yeah, this card's off centered. You can see this top here. It's bigger than the bottom. Yeah, hopefully that gives you guys some insight and hopefully helps as to some stuff to buy. But let's call him back. Let's let the callers begin. And Wayne, do you think Dalton connects a good buy? It doesn't matter. Like it's just low. I just like buying stuff that's low and no one's on right now. So yes, like him as a player going up in value, maybe not. I have no idea. I just buy what's low.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Oh, hi, Eric. I'm Pete from Vermont.
Vermont. Cool. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Say your name again. I didn't hear it.
Pete.
Pete.
Pete,
Okay. I thought you said peak, like a mountain peak. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a name. But
No.
Pete, got it. What's up, Pete? How can I help?
I've tried all my stuff on like eBay and different, to sell it,
Yep.
and 'cause I've never sold anything, I don't get any followers or I'll even sponsor it and stuff. But is there something I can do to help prove that? Or?
Well, multiple things. So number one, getting stuff sponsored, you have to pay for that. It doesn't matter how many followers or feedback you have. Number two, it doesn't really matter. It's not like Instagram where like the more followers you have, the more views you get. It's not like that. If you like I was just on eBay searching for Stephon Castle, this basketball player, and if whether you have 1 feedback or 1,000 feedback, if you fall into the keywords I'm searching for, it's gonna pop up. So what are you trying to sell? It sounds like maybe you're overpriced, or maybe the stuff you're trying to sell just nobody wants.
Yeah, maybe. But I've been trying to sell.
Well, what is it? What type of stuff are you trying to sell?
Oh, like football, baseball.
What kind of
Doesn't
stuff?
matter. Oh, I got like Drake Mays.
Are you overpriced?
I might be, but I don't know.
Give me an example of a card, just like the highest end card you have.
The highest end card I have?
Yep.
That would probably be one of one, but
Give me something that's not a 1-on-1.
okay. All right. Okay. It's Leaf.
Yep.
3 signature.
Yep.
It's got Eli Manning, Phil Sims, and Y.A. Tittle. And it's a 2 of 2. And I got it graded by SGC, and it's 9.5 for the grade and 10 the autos.
Okay. And then what are you trying to sell for?
Well, I tried to sell it for 1,000, but I wouldn't get 9 people that would look at it, and
Yeah.
nobody
So
would give me an offer.
so there's only 2 reasons a card doesn't sell. Either A, nobody wants it, or B, you're overpriced. And that's a card people would probably want, but it sounds like you're overpriced. So just to put it in perspective, that card, so a Leaf, like a very similar card, a Leaf dual autograph of Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, which is worth more than Phil Sims and Eli Manning. Sold for $175. That card is probably worth like $100 to $125 ish, maybe a little bit more. So that's why.
Even graded though.
Yeah, even great. And an SGC 9.5 doesn't bump up the value too much, maybe a little bit, but yeah,
Yes.
like that card's like 150 tops in my opinion. Like it could go for a little bit more, but I do know it's not $1,000.
Okay. All right. And I also got like a Calvin Johnson 1 of 5 War Room.
What year's the card from?
And let me look. 2007. He was rookie year, I believe.
Is it autographed?
It is.
And what's it number to?
Let me see. Bear with me, I'm old. I can't see fine print so well. It's numbered to 5.
And what are you trying to sell it for?
I don't know. I would say like 600 probably.
And you said it's number
Or
to
is that too
5?
high? Yeah.
Let's see. There's no sales of that card, but 600
Yeah.
sounds like too much. It's probably this is a guess here because there's no like sales, but yeah, 2007. It's probably within like the 200 to 300 range.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where should I be going to price my stuff? Where would best be?
Well, I always price stuff like slightly under what it's worth, so it sells faster. Even though I lose a little bit of money
Yeah.
up front, I make more money in the long run because I get money faster. But
Yeah.
you have stuff people will buy it. I would just auction it honestly. If you're just looking to get rid of it, it'll just sell for what it's worth. So you don't have to think
Yeah.
if it's what it's worth and take a guess because like that Calvin Johnson card, you're taking a guess.
Yeah. Now, when I send stuff to grade out, should I send it to, like, if I want to overturn it, send it to PSA and then auction it right off? Or
Yeah, that's what I typically do. I typically sell stuff on Facebook, but or like to people I know. But yeah, I sell things right away after it's done being graded.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So if you're yeah, like someone just commented, if you're unsure about price, like that stuff is like weird and not exactly sure what it's worth, I would just auction it. You could just send it to consignment or auction it yourself. I'd probably send it to consignment.
what would be the best consignment place to send stuff
They're all the same.
for like sports card?
They're all the
They're all
same.
the same.
The biggest ones to use: DC Sports 87, PC Sports Cards, Probstein 123. I'd probably use DC Sports or PC Sports Cards. They're probably the most organized.
Okay. And how long do they have it for an auction? Like a week or something? Is that what
They usually do
or
5 days, I believe.
5 days?
Yeah, so they'll get it
All
and
right.
auction it right. They'll start. I could be wrong, but they usually start all their auctions on the same day and end them on the same day. So you'll probably have the money within 2 weeks of sending it to them.
Oh, so it's like alt or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're auctioning it on eBay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Any other questions?
No, I guess that's it for today. I guess.
Awesome.
Well,
Cool.
thanks for helping me. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
I'll call you back again.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Go sell them. Go make some money.
Hey, hold on. I gotta
Yep.
put a pro. Go Saints this year.
Go say good luck. Good luck to that. You'll need it.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Jeez, Saints fan. I thought being a Jets fan was bad. Saints fan's even worse. Spencer Rattler or the rookie Tyler Shaw or whatever his name is. Jeez. That is a rough one. Let's see here. We got some questions coming in. All right, we got a bunch of questions. When listing cards on eBay, do you price it market value, market movers, card ladder, etc.? Do you mark up a bit? Yeah, I price it market value. I'm pretty aggressive with my pricing. Like, I try to be the most fair person. So I've been trying to buy cards to grade, and I feel like I'm buying decent cards at decent price. Caller, go for it. I gotta prioritize the callers, guys. Sorry. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? What's your name?
My name is Jack. How are you?
Jack. Have you called in before, Jack?
No, this is my first time.
Nice. Are you younger?
Oh, yes, sir. I am.
How old are you?
16.
16. You know, usually when the younger people call in, they ask me a question right away. I answer it, and they just hang up without saying bye.
Oh, don't worry. I won't do that, sir.
I appreciate it. I'm just messing with you. What's up, dude? How can I help?
Good. So I've been getting back into the card hobby with this new rookie class that's been kind of coming through
Yep.
because I don't know
Football you're talking about?
the one that like the previous one with Jaden Daniels. I'm an LSU fan, so
Okay.
I've been kind of looking back into that class, and I've seen a couple of your videos, and I know you talked about Jordan Travis. I have two. I mean, it's not numbered or anything. I just don't know what I do with it. Two Jordan Travis, the purple draft cards, and I don't know. Should I grade it? Should I kind of?
So
I'm
not sure if you know this.
I'm
But
interested.
you know Jordan Travis retired,
Wait, what?
right? I thought the same thing. I bought a big Jordan Travis card. He you know how he fractured his ankle or leg at the end of his
Yeah.
So
he's done.
yeah, he retired from the injury a few weeks ago. So they're worth
Ugh,
just nothing. Believe me.
crap.
I had the same reaction. So unfortunately, they're just
Yeah.
basically worthless. Give them away to somebody
Ugh.
to be nice. That'd be my
All right,
best.
I will.
That'd be my best
So the
advice.
next thing oh, dang. So the next thing I have is I have a Patrick Mahomes, the Donruss rated rookie. It's just a plain base one.
Yep.
And that's one. It has. I mean, it was from when I was like a lot younger,
Okay.
obviously. So it's not in the greatest condition. It has like a dinged up corner. That's one I'm not sure what to do with either.
What is it? It's Donruss. It's from 2017.
Yeah, it's just the base Donruss rated rookie. That one.
Yeah. So that card is it optic? Donruss optic.
Uh,
It says rated. It's like blue and white, and it says rated rookie in the top left.
Yeah, it's optic. Yeah,
Okay.
it's optic.
Well, let's see here. I'll tell you. So your question is it worth grading?
Yeah, it has a dinged up corner, but like I mean, it's a little dink, but that
Yeah.
can
So is there anything
take
else
that.
wrong with the card, or it's just the corner?
I mean, there might be a little bit. I'm looking at it right now. Doesn't look like it.
And it's not the hollow, right? It's just the base.
No, it's just the Donruss optic one.
Okay, so it sounds like it's not gonna get a 10. Sounds like, but
Yeah, definitely.
it's down. I'm just looking here. So a PSA 9 is like $300-ish, and raw is like it's kind of all over the place. Yeah. Hold on. I'm hold on. I'll share my screen. It might be delayed for you, but I'm just gonna share my screen and just show you what I'm looking at. So if we look at Donruss 2017 Mahomes PSA 9, so add that and then raw. Okay. So my goal when I'm buying a card, setting it in for grading, I want to at least double my money. Have you heard me say that before?
Yes, sir.
So raw, the card is worth like 180, and a PSA 9 is like 330. So but you already have you already possess the card. It's gonna cost
Right.
If you think you can get a PSA 9, I would send it in. to answer your question.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Yeah, let me know what happens.
I will. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. He made sure to say bye. All the younger ones just call and hang up, which is no problem. I don't mind it. We were answering. Was there another caller, Kavi? Okay. Let's see. Some other questions. So I've been trying to buy cards to grade, and I feel like I'm buying decent cards at decent prices, but I'm struggling to get ones without dimples, print lines, etc. So, I mean, you see me buy cards, right? And like, say, sometimes I buy cards with problems. I would say like 8 to 9 out of 10 cards I actually buy going for grading, but it's just a lack of skill. Like, I guarantee you, if you showed me those cards, the eBay listings, wherever you bought them, I'd be able to point out the flaws pretty quickly. But it's just like shooting a basketball, right? If you just started doing it, you're not going to be that great. The more you do it, the better you are. So like, I'm not going to sit here and sell you my coaching program, but like if you bought it, you'd get better faster, right? Because you'd have coaching that just tells you what to do. Just like if you were, shooting a basketball, if you had a coach telling you what to do, it'd speed up your success. So that's all. It's not like there's cards out there, like every single card is a problem with it. That's not the case. It's just a lack of skill. Does market movers consider buy it now prices or only auctions? I'm 99% positive. I have an Archie Manning student orientation red ice. That's the name of a card, student orientation. Wow. I want to get it graded, but people said it's harder to get a grade on cards like that, and I'm hesitant on getting it done. So I'll look it up for you. Archie Manning student orientation is the name of the card. Student orientation. Oh, it's a Prism card. Yeah, if the card's in good condition, I would send it in. It sells for like $80 to $100 as a 10. So if it's in good condition, I'll send it in. Let's see some other questions here. Feel free to call in, guys. Like I said, calling in is much more fun for me because I get to actually have a conversation and pick people's brain. Let's see. D. Zachman says, would you submit a patch card if you think it's clean enough or stay away? Yeah, if it's clean enough, I would send it in. The PSA. Would you invest in Wemby numbered cards? Yes, Prism. So I'm gonna start to buy some Wemby numbered higher end stuff. I have a student that just he just sold a card for $189,000. It was on Golden Auctions. It was a like some dual superfractor autograph of Ohtani and Trout maybe or something. I forgot, but Ohtani and somebody. And I told him, with that money, go and buy some higher end numbered Wemby. Not, don't spend all of the money on it, but like I would definitely dabble in that. I think it's a good idea. Let her rip. Go for it. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's up, dude? What's your name?
Hey, my name is Christopher Lopez.
Christopher. Where are you calling from, Chris?
Woodland Park, New Jersey.
Okay. I am from Wayne, New Jersey, originally.
Yes. I saw that you are from Wayne. I have a lot of friends that are from Wayne. I'm literally the next town over.
Is that the same? Is Woodland Park the same as Elmwood Park?
No, Elmwood Park is on the other side, I would say. Woodland Park used to be West Patterson.
Gotcha.
And then they turned it into Elmwood Park.
You ever been to Juicy Platters in Fair Lawn, New Jersey?
No, I heard about it, but I gotta go there.
Ooh, you gotta go there. You gotta go there. When I go back to New Jersey, that's the first thing I do. Go to Juicy. And there's one in Hackensack as well, if that's closer. But
yeah, I'm familiar with it, but I definitely have to stop there.
Oh yeah, you gotta get your ass over there. It is good. And call back and let me know how it was because I missed that. So
I
that's the
got
only
you, man.
thing.
I got you.
Only thing about living in Florida, the rest is better, in my opinion, except for the food. The food doesn't even come close.
Yeah, I hear a lot of. I hear that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but how can I help?
I'm calling because I just would like to know. I have a 2024 Caleb Williams Green Sparkle out of 8.
Caleb
And my
Williams, you said?
Yeah, Caleb Williams,
Okay.
green mosaic, green sparkle out of 8.
Okay.
And I know since this is a low print number, I wonder like what's a good way of finding the actual price since there's not a lot of
So
sales on it because it's such a short print.
okay, so you're asking me what's the card worth?
Yes,
Basically.
like well, I mean, I did send it off to grading to PSA,
Okay.
and I'm waiting for it to get graded. But like, how would I even when it's time to sell? What's like a good way of like getting to the actual price or somewhere around it if it comes back in a 10,
Yep.
9, 8?
Yep. Easy. Oh, not that easy of an answer, but I'll just give it to you. So, okay.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna share my screen, and you may not see it. It might be a little delayed for you, but I'll talk you through it. Okay.
gotcha.
Um. Okay. So there's two ways to do it. You find cards of Caleb Williams that are very close in numbered, like if there's a card number to 5 sparkle, and you have a number to 8, yours is probably worth like 10% less. But what you could do,
Gotcha.
the better way to do it is this. So what you do is you look up mosaic. What was it? It was a sparkle number to 8, right?
Yeah, green sparkle out of 8. Yes.
Green sparkle. So you look that up on eBay, and you could find different number to 8 sparkles. So, for example, I see one right here of Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner is a defensive end for the Vikings. And what you
Hmm.
could do is check this out. So Dallas, I'm going to Turner, number to 8, green sparkle. His sells for about 233. And let's see if there's any others of any other quarterbacks. There's one of them on St. Brown. So then what I would do is I would compare their silvers. So how much more does Caleb Williams sell for than Dallas Turner? So if you look at a Dallas Turner Mosaic Silver, his sells for hold on, let me just his Dallas Turner Silver does not sell for a lot of money. It sells for like $1 or $2. And then Caleb Williams, his Mosaic Silver sells for like sells for like hold on, I'm just looking for a sale here. That's Prism, Mosaic Silver, $15. Probably about $10. So hit Mosaic so like Caleb Williams, his value is like it seems like about that's not that good of an example because Dallas Turner's silver sell for nothing, but it seems like he's worth about 5 times as much as Dallas Turner. So what I would do is just take Dallas Turner's number to 8 green sparkle, time the one that sold for $233, and just times it by 5.
Yeah.
So based on that math, it's probably worth around like 1,200. But what you could also do, so like that's not a great example. Like if you're comparing cards, you want to try to compare like Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels or another quarterback, not some guy that sells for low
Yeah.
amounts of money. So that's not the best way to do it.
Gotcha.
So the next best way to do it is just look at the highest end cards of Caleb Williams and compare. So if we see here, so he has a white sparkle that's not numbered, sell for $1,200 auction. Yeah, so this is not numbered. This isn't helpful. Hold on, I'm just looking for you.
No, you good.
Let's see. So well, let me go on 130 point to see what this stuff actually sold for. So Caleb Williams Mosaic 2024. So bum ba-dum. So he had a number to 8 PSA 9 black gold, which is worth more. People like that more than a sparkle. That sold for 2,000 Canadian dollars. So that's probably like 1,500 American. So not that great of an example, but just giving you a reference.
Yep.
Let's see what else do we have here. Come on, give me something. A PSA 9. I want to look at the sparkle stuff. I'm sure there's other sparkle cards that like number to 15, number to. So
I think I've seen them.
okay, so I see a blue sparkle number to 96, do $300. So this is a rough
Okay.
guess here, but I would actually say that yours is probably worth about 12 to 1,300, about 4 to 5 times that. So
And is that raw?
raw.
Okay.
And then the next question is if the card grades a 10, what's it worth, right? So what you should do
Exactly.
is just compare. So if you go to, so what you want to do now is look at higher end Caleb Williams mosaic cards and see what's the multiplier from raw to PSA 10. So if we go here and we just go to mosaic Caleb Williams PSA 10s, and let's just go to like I don't know, like stained glass. Okay, there's a lot of stained glass PSA 10s. No, that's not. It's not a similar card. Okay, this mosaic micro, this micro mosaic. So this card, let me just look this up. Micro mosaic. It sells for about 700 to 750 as a PSA 10, and then raw. This card sells for about 325-ish, 250, 240, 300. So it's about 2.5 times. So I
Okay.
would say your card as a PSA 10, based on that math, should be about $3,000. But I know it's not. Just my intuition says it's not going to sell for 3,000 because a green sparkle isn't like a coveted type of mosaic card. I would say as a
Yeah.
PSA 10, it's like $2,500 to $2,700.
Okay. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it just depends. Like a rare card like that, it could sell for 3,300. It could sell for 2,200. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
that's the rough way to do it. You either look at other higher end cards and just compare what's close, or you find other players and just see how much more or less Caleb Williams sells for, and then just do the math.
Cool, man. I appreciate your help, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problems. Yeah, good luck out there. Let me know what happens if it
Thank
gets
you.
a 10. I hope it gets an 11. It's not possible, but
I appreciate it, man. I got you. I'll send you a DM on the verdict.
cool. Yeah, send me a picture if you go to Juicy Platters. Make me jealous. Send it to my Instagram.
Hey, man, you can always come back home, man.
That's true. That's difficult for me to leave. It's well, now it's not cold anymore. So you're right, actually. Yeah, I probably will come back.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees today, man. It's a nice day out here.
Yeah, I know. It's getting too hot in Florida. So yeah, maybe I will come back soon and go to Juicy Platters. It doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Man, I appreciate you, man. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
There's another one.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric. Two questions for you.
Yeah.
The first question is, I have a 2014 Prism Black Finite Mike Evans, the 101.
Yep.
That year there was I believe 3 variations, and I have no idea what's the best thing to do with that card. I'm nervous to just auction it off to with Golden or something like that. Do you have
It's
any idea?
14?
14.
His rookie
Yeah.
year was 2013, right?
No, I think it was 14.
Was it Mike Evans? Really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think. Am I wrong here?
I'm almost positive.
Let me see.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's.
Because that was a huge year for receivers. 13 was
Yeah, you're
was
right.
like Geno and them, so it's 14. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you have his best Prism card, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. BGS 9.5 True Gem Plus.
I live in Tampa. How much you want for it? Maybe I could sell it here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The card's probably so a goal. His goal is it? Wait, is it a P? It's a what's the grade?
It's a BGS True Gem 9.5 True Gem Plus. So
Okay.
all 9.5s, and then one of the subs is a 10. I have the Prism Gold and the SGC pristine gold label too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So
I got a good Mike Evans collection.
I can see that. Do you live in Tampa?
I'm in the Holiday area, so basically.
Okay, nice. Wait, what area?
Yeah, like Newport Richie Holiday.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, our headquarters is down here in Tampa, in downtown.
Nice. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Let's see. So a gold of 2100 PSA 10. My intuition says yours is probably like 4 to 5,000, depending on the day, maybe 6,000 in that range.
Okay.
What you could do is hold on. Let me see if I could do something here. So if we type in 2014 Prism Black 101.
I know there's like an Aaron Donald for like 125,000 or something crazy on
That's what
there
it sold
last
for?
time. No, I think that was just the asking price.
Oh yeah. It's funny when people say, when I used to like buy and sell cards way more, and I was really in the weeds of things, people used to say to me all the time, like, I'm asking $5,000 for this card. The next best one, someone's asking 10,000. I'm like, yeah, that's why they're asking for it. It's not sold because they're overpriced. It's irrelevant. I could be asking
Right.
$100,000 for a card that's worth $5, right? It doesn't mean anything. I find that so
Right.
comical. And like at a card show, someone will pull up eBay and show me what people are asking. I'm like, it's like
Yeah.
going again.
Completely
It's like
irrelevant.
you're losing your case. Those cards are not sold, and they're
Yeah.
not sold for a reason because they're overpriced. Sorry, I get
I
animated at that
agree.
stuff. But let's see. So the Colin Kaepernick sold for 2,600 in 2023. I'm trying to look for something close, but it's a Prism Black 101, so it's gonna be hard to sell. Yeah, if I had it, if you wanted me to guess an exact number, $5,000 is what it's worth.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll start the bidding at $3,000. So if you want to sell it to me for $3,000, you let me know. But
I definitely will.
are you looking to sell it?
Not. I have such an extensive Evans collection that it's kind of the crown jewel. So for right now, probably not. But I mean, I'd be more apt to trade for. I'm mainly into hockey now, so
Yeah, I can't help you out there. I
yeah,
don't have any hockey.
yeah. I'm in a '90s hockey.
That's an interesting thing to be in. You don't hear about that much.
No, unfortunately not. It's tough to go to shows. Unless you go to Canada, there's nothing available really. So
Yeah, especially in Florida. Well, hockey's actually kind of big here, but
it is, yeah, it's growing too. So, and one other question for you
yeah,
too. So I haven't listed cards in probably about a year. I've just been collecting, and I'm
yep,
listing a few of them now. And like again, going to the '90s, a lot of them might be pop one or super low pop. Um, are I'm starting them out at a price where like I could bear to take the price if it sold with just one bid, and then I'll put a buy it now or a best offer. Am I hurting myself by doing that? I don't really have
yeah,
the
yeah.
the strength to start it out at 99 cents
You need to gain the strength
on
there,
some of
buddy.
them.
That's why I've asked the advice. Yeah, you're hurting yourself because think about this.
Okay.
So just use. So first off, I can't speak for other people. When I see someone or best offer or the auction starting at X price, I just skip over it. It just says to me this
Do
person's
you?
wildly
Okay.
overpriced. So,
Yeah.
and then also think about it. If you have a card and you start the bidding at, let's say you have a card that's worth $500, right? And
Yep.
let's say you don't have the balls to start it at 99 cents. So you started at $400. Well,
Yep.
let's say the auction's at $500 and there's two bids, okay?
Yep.
Do you think, like, you as a buyer, if you see something with two bids and there's an hour left at $500 versus something with 20 bids with an hour left at $500, right? Just human
Yep.
psychology says, well, other people want what others want as well, right? And
Yep.
dude, it's like going to a club. And how old are you?
A 38.
38. So maybe your clubbing days are gone. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
they are.
But dude, imagine, right? You're at a club and you're at a table and it's you at the table and there's 8 other girls. You are much more attractive to other girls because other people want what others want. So
Yep.
if someone sees 20
Makes sense.
bids, that card is most likely going to sell for more just because other people are more likely to bid on it. But there's only 2 bids. People are going to be thinking, oh, is there something wrong with this card?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because I have a lot of cards that probably should have sold, and that, yeah, they're just not gaining the traction. So that makes sense.
Well, if that could be part of it. There's only 2 reasons your
Yeah.
card doesn't sell. You're overpriced, which it sounds like you are, or people don't want it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, my advice to you would be have a beer. Go have a beer and go set it at 99 cents.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Good luck out there.
All right. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Another one?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You're live.
Hey. Hi, Eric. It's Pete again. Sorry about that.
Oh, what's up, dude? How can I help?
Hey, so I got some wild card quarterbacks. This one isn't even out of it didn't go in the draft yet. Back. Is that something I should grade or no?
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Send me a picture and I will get back to you on it. There's a bunch of other people waiting in the queue to call. So try
Okay.
to keep it to one call per episode.
Okay.
But I just send me
Oh,
a picture,
sorry.
just text it to me, and I will
Here-
I'll just tell you what I would do with it because I need to see it.
Okay. All right.
All right, cool. Appreciate
And
it.
yep. Yep. Like,
Bye. All right. I tried to call and it goes to voicemail. Will the system call me back? Was that Tampa Home Investors LLC? I don't know if you. What? Oh, was that the one who just called? He said he didn't live in Tampa though. I called yesterday, so I don't want to hold up your line. But do you have any tips? Is that Tampa? Oh. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric, it's Drew in Ohio. How are you?
What's up, Drew? Where in Ohio are you calling from?
Columbus area.
Columbus. Are you a Blue Jackets fan?
Not really a hockey fan, actually.
Bengals fan?
Colts, actually.
Colts. Interesting. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
they suck.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, Richardson, there's like a 5% chance he could be good.
I'm a Michigan fan and a McCarthy fan, so the Vikings are kind of the one I'm interested to see how they do this year.
Yeah,
But
I don't think my gut instinct. I don't think McCarthy's going to be a great quarterback. That's like I don't see it. Like
well, yeah,
I don't.
we'll
He's
see. I
like
mean, he's in the perfect situation for it, right?
he
With
is.
that coach and the receivers and all
Yes,
the stuff they've
which
done.
matters
So,
more than anything, the
um,
situation you're in. But in my opinion,
exactly.
he kind of has a slow release. He doesn't have like a huge arm. He's not crazy athletic, but at the end of the day, quarterbacking is just making the right decisions. Like Dak Prescott doesn't have any outstanding attributes, but he just makes the right decisions and it makes him a good quarterback. So that's all that matters. But
Right.
that's
Right.
just my gut. But how can I help?
Hey, I've been buying basketball for about a month now,
Yeah.
and I bought some numbered Prism stuff and
Yep.
some numbered Donruss. What do you think of the Donruss?
Good. It's like a second tier product, like Prism and like Flawless and National Treasures and
Yeah.
Optic are like kind of first tier. Then it's like second tier, but it's
Mhm.
fine. But
Yeah.
are you buying it to grade it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my advice to you, just if you could, which you should be able to, but if you could over double your money as a 10, it's good. But it's a little less
Yeah.
liquid than like Prism and the other ones, but it's fine. Like you'll have no problem selling it.
Yeah, it's been hard to see, right? Because there's not a whole lot of grades back on basketball yet, especially on some of that stuff.
Yeah,
So
that stuff
I
like
think I will.
yeah,
You know,
you'll be fine. Like, do you have an example of a card you want me to look up where I can maybe help you?
I bought a McCain hollow to 99, I think.
Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. It might be delayed for you though, but McCain Hollow, it's not so it's not optic. It is optic if it's hollow.
Let me look at it real quick.
Yeah, just let me know what you're seeing.
Yeah, hang on a second. Sorry.
I like Jared McCain.
Rookie hollow. Yeah, me too. Rookie hollow laser to 149.
Oh, number to 149. Oh, okay, gotcha. Rookie, okay. So rookie has so this card is like worth about $10. So yeah, I could almost, there's no guarantees, but this card you're gonna over double your money is at 10. But what you could do
Yeah, I
is
thought so.
just Optic and like Donruss are kind of similar every year. They're like kind of hard to grade every year, but it's not too hard. So you could just go back a year ago. So
Yeah.
if you like this was a variation a year ago. So like if you go Donruss number to 149, PSA 10, 2023. So like Wembanyama's year. And I wonder if there's any Wembanyama ones. Let's look up Wembanyama. So that's just his optic hollow. That's not that helpful. Donruss. Yeah. There's no sales, but I could tell you that you will over double your money. That
Yeah,
card
I
probably
thought
as
so.
a 10 is $100 plus.
Yeah, cool. Perfect.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a really solid card. Like you're gonna sell it right away. You'll have no problems.
Cool. And what about numbered inserts? For example, I got a Reed Shepherd Emergent Red Pulsar to 75.
Yep.
I paid like $20 for it.
What is that? Prism or optic?
Yeah, it's Prism.
So Reed Shepherd. I'd say I don't know if you were catching the beginning of this podcast, but I like the idea of buying basketball right now. Everyone's on football.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
like
I've been
that.
on it for about a month with the PSA lead times. I thought I'd better get an early start.
Yeah. Oh,
There's no buzz around Shepard now.
Sounds like you've been really listening to my content.
I have.
Good. So you're not in the program, right?
No, I'm not. I just got my first PSA submission back. I've got 3 others there
Well,
right now,
you know,
actually. 2 others and 1 on the way.
it's nice. It's nice to see that my free content, people actually take action on it. It's good.
Yeah, no, you've been a huge help.
Yeah. What was it again? Emergent what?
Emergent red pulsar to 75.
Oh, red pulsar. Emergent. So you paid $20. So
Yeah.
okay. So let's see here.
I think there was another raw sale for 60 or 70, actually. So
Yeah, that was in March when the product first came out. So you definitely got a good deal.
Right. Yep.
Let me look something up. Emergent. So I'll tell you what I think the card is actually worth if you got a good deal or not, and then 2, I'll tell you what I think would be worth as a 10. So let's see. Yours was numbered to 75. I'm just looking up other like Emergent, Shepherd, Prism. I just want to see the highest ones that have sold. So number to 35 did $100. So number to 75, honestly, you got a really good deal. Like that card, I would imagine that card is worth. Yeah, so the one that sold in March actually sold for $38. I think the card's worth like $35, $40.
Yeah.
And then so that card is a
100
10.
with a 10 probably. 150.
Let's see. I'll tell you. So what you could do is Emergent, like that insert, is not you're not going to get the same multiplier as a regular Prism card because it's less desirable. It's still desirable, just less. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. I hadn't done much of the numbered inserts. This is the first few I've done. So.
Yeah, so I would just look at an Emergent. So what I'm trying to look for now is Emergent 2024 PSA 10 Prism. I'm trying to look for another high-end basketball guy, preferably not football, and just compare. So it's all football. Jeez, football. Come on, give me basketball. I can't find one.
Thompson from last year might be a good one. I mean, even
I'm trying to use.
might be a good one.
I'm trying to use the same year because like every year is different in terms of multipliers because that design of card just looks way different. So there's none for basketball. So what I'll do is there's just nothing to but just based off experience, that card as a 10, 120 if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Sweet. Any other questions?
No, just something to share. I got my first PSA submission back this week. It was mostly McCarthy. There's a couple others in there. Some discos, a red, white, blue Prism, a green pulsar Prism. I spent this is the first one I've ever sent in. I spent a bunch of time watching YouTube videos, how to grade, looking at everything. And I thought I'd get like 10 out of 22. And I think I got a grader on the right day. I got 16 10s out of 22.
That
I was
is
thrilled.
really, really good. Are you? I'm curious. I'm just asking this to toot my own horn here. But who inspired you to get into sports cards? Was it my content? Was it something else? Did you find something in the basement?
Yeah, no, it's my uncle has been in it for like 50 or 60 years, and he gave my kids a bunch of stuff. So I started to get into it, looking at that, and actually, he gave my son a box of Mosaic 2021, and I've listened to your content, and I've had the same experience opening boxes, not getting anything. But my son got a Cade Cunningham rookie Genesis. And that was sent in also, and that came back as a 10. So I think there's like 12 of them out there. There was one sale for, I think 130 point had it at like $580 or something. But he was real excited about it too, which is cool.
Well, I'm happy. My sometimes it's interesting. So people will say to me like, Eric, like, so you know how like right, I sell a program, right? You can buy it, don't buy it, but like, right, there's a program to buy, and people will say like, Eric, why are you selling a program if you could just do it yourself, right? Like, why are you giving away all the secrets, right? People say that to me all the time. And number one, so there's like sports cards for the most part, it's like a side income. It's like make $3, $4, $5 grand a month, right? That's like the whole
Yeah.
like you can make more, but like that's the whole premise of it. And, like, well, we have like a 50-person operation and pulling a lot of money from it. So I just make more money from selling the course. And then number
Yeah.
two, it's funny because like so you're a rare case. I'm not just saying this to make you feel good, but you're able to take action on free content. Most people can't do that. There's a saying in business: most people need to pay in order to pay attention. So like everything in my
Yes.
course in program, I basically put on YouTube for free. It's just not in like an organized, systemized fashion, but it's all out
Right.
there for free. Like all the like I teach, like I do here. I tell people the cards I'm buying, but like I'm glad that you're able to like take the free content, not pay us a penny, and make money from it. So it shows that
Yeah.
I
No,
actually know what I'm talking about a little bit, maybe.
yeah. No, I appreciate everything you put out there. I really do.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Any other questions?
No, that's about it for now.
All right, cool. Well,
I'll
good
keep
luck.
listening.
Keep crushing out there. That's good. 16 for 22. All
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
right, bye-bye. Wow, so I'm not a scam. Who knew? Can you believe it? I thought people comment on my ads. This is a scam all the time. I'm not. Woo.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric. You're live.
Hey, Eric. How are you? My name's Joe.
Joe, where are you calling from, Joe?
and Minnesota.
I was gonna guess Wisconsin. I hear the accent. I hear that mid-north accent. What's up? What's up, Joe? How can I help?
First of all, I just want to say that how much I appreciate you. I've been in cards for about a year now, and all these these little tidbit things that you offer. Like, for example, I was selling my stuff on eBay, and then you suggested the Facebook groups, and that's just been a game changer for me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. The last guy also gave me some compliments as well. Too. This is nice. This is boosting my ego a little bit, but I'm glad. I could help.
And one thing that I've been kind of, when I go to card shows, not only as a buyer but also a seller, I've been seeing, and it's always been big, but I feel like Pokemon is really kind of getting even bigger. And I don't really know too much about it. And,
Yep.
You've kind of expressed too that you're not an expert either, but can you give any kind of insights as far as like grading with that? Because I know the corners and stuff like that aren't exactly the same as sports cards and things like that. And is there also, like for sports cards, there's like a time of year?
Oh yeah, no time.
Is there really a time of year for Pokemon too?
Yeah, no time.
No,
of
I
year.
mean like for baseball cards, you should buy at certain times, but Pokemon, I don't think that's the case.
The Pokemon you can just buy whenever. So this is okay. So like I'm not an expert when it comes to Pokemon, but I'm pretty good at making money with it. I've had students, even though I've only made a little bit of money with it, I kind of like did some research, paid some people to learn, like Pokemon, like how to make money. Like just to be clear, like I'm not an expert with sports cards. I'm just an expert with making money with sports cards. Like I can't tell you like this set from the 1990s of like this play. I don't know. I'm just good at like flipping them and making money. But I'm not like the expert in terms of like the history and all that crap, or like what's in each set, what variation. I don't know. But with that said, this is how I make money with Pokemon. So let me, I'll share my screen here. So I'll share my screen and it might be delayed for you, but I'll talk it out loud. So if you go to a website called tcgplayer.com, okay, write that down, tcgplayer.com. Click Pokemon. Okay. And all the latest sets are going to pop up. You have English sets and Japanese sets. Ignore, it doesn't matter what that means. Click one of the sets, SVT. So the last one, SV10, Destined Rivals. I don't know anything about this. But what you could do is it'll then show you, if you click Shop Single Cards and you sort by priced highest to lowest, you could then see the highest end Pokemon cards from that set. Okay? Make sense so far?
Yeah.
So now what I do is I'm going over to eBay and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know anything about this card. Team Rockets, Me Too, X 231 over 182. Well, let's see if this card's worth grading. So Team Rockets, let me just type in actually. I'm just going to type in Me Too. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Me Too 231. 231 over 182. And let's see what this card sells for. So, okay, so this card must be new. There's not a lot of 10s. So this card, it looks like it probably just came out. Okay, so this set probably just came out. But anyways, This card sells for like 355 ish, 350s. And there's one PSA 10 sale. It's a pop one, so like it sold for a lot of money, but sold for $3,000. Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So let me just look on Market Movers and let me just see if they have this. I'm curious. 231 over 182. Okay, so let me just compare these cards. Okay, so wait, I'm just looking something up on Market Movers so I don't give you bad information. Hold on. Okay, so like this specific card, it looks like it came out in March or in May last month, and just you want to wait about a week or two, maybe even 3 weeks till the card settles down a little bit. So, like the first sale was $600, and the next one was $425, $350. So this card's gonna settle like $300 to $350, and then there's one PSA 10 sale of $2,600 according to Market Movers. So that's just because there's only one sale. This card will end up settling at like $1,200 to $1,500 probably as a PSA 10. That's how I find Pokemon cards to buy. And then the next question is, okay, like, well, how do I know if the card's in good condition? So with Pokemon, so you know how a Pokemon card, right? It's the edges are not right angles, right? There, it's like,
Curved.
Curved. Yes, curved's the right word. So almost all the corners are good, like because it's hard for them to get dinged up. You want to make sure the corners are good. And the big thing with Pokemon, you want to go look at the back of the card because the whole back of the card is blue, obviously, and look for any edge chipping. And then the biggest thing with Pokemon is look for the centering. So the front and back centering. You need the front and back centering to be damn near perfect. If it's off a little bit, don't buy it.
So the 55-45 rule doesn't really apply with Pokemon.
It does, but there's
they're stricter.
Yeah, buy ones that are perfectly centered. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
There's more than enough to choose from. So that's how to make money with Pokemon. So use that website. Just look at the sets, click on them, find what are the highest end Pokemon cards, because there's some cards in those Pokemon sets that sell for 50 cents, and there's some that sell for $300, $200, which are called the chasers. So that's how I do it. And like, dude, honestly, like, I don't know anything about like Mewtwo or like these characters. Like, I'm just like you. I know who Pikachu is, right? And Charizard. Outside of that, like, to be honest, I haven't followed it that much. But I was forced to learn it because my students kept asking me, like, how do you make money with Pokemon? How do you make money with Pokemon? Because it was getting so hot. So
it's everywhere.
That's how to do it.
Cool. Awesome. My other question is with quarterbacks, with the hype, try to sell these guys before the season and stuff like that. But what about dudes like Herbert and Burrow? Is that something that you just kind of hold or see how they do during the season?
No,
or
everything
you
goes.
Just sell everything before season?
Everything goes.
Yeah, because those younger guys are obviously going to have a little bit more hype in most cases.
Yeah, so So Burrow, someone like Burrow, I would hate to hold him to the season. Could he go up in value? Yeah, he could. But so Burrow is like a blue chip stock, right? Everyone knows he's good. And if he plays well, his value doesn't like go up too much. Like maybe a little bit. But if he plays bad or gets hurt or whatever, it'll go down a decent amount. So I think the upside is low and the downside is high with someone like Joe Burrow and like Justin Herbert. And I think Justin Herbert's going to have a great year. I think, I know I'm on recording right now. I'm going to get shit on if this doesn't happen. But I think the best bet of the NFL season is the Chargers over 9.5 wins at plus 110. Now, it might make...
And you could...
Go on.
You could also argue that Herbert, just based on what you just said, I'm sure other people think the same way, that those non-rookie quarterbacks, Herbert may have the most hype going in. So then his prices may go up even higher.
Yeah. The problem with Herbert is even if they win a lot, it's not going to be flashy. He throws the ball 20, 25 times a game with Harbaugh, right? That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, all my football stuff goes before the season. I have none on me.
Okay.
That's the objective. It's just most guys just don't, live up to expectation, like you've heard me say 100 times. So, if you want to fuck around, let's say you've made a lot of money with football and you want to, hold one guy, a few cards and, go for it. But I don't suggest it.
And then my last question would be like for like these older cards, like vintage cards, like for example, I have a Gretzky at a PSA 6. It's around $1,500. That's something like with the older cards, like that. Is that something that you just hold like a stock, and it's just going to be more expensive, especially a guy like Gretzky when it gets 10, 20 years down the road?
It,
Or is that something that you could just, if you can get 1,500 for it, because I have 800 into it.
so what? Wait,
So
what is it? Gretzky?
I don't
What?
know.
1979
PSA
tops.
6. Yeah,
Tops.
as
79
rookie.
tops.
Not
So
OPG, just tops.
oh, OPG top 79.
Yeah, tops.
Okay,
Yeah.
tops. So what's your, like? It's just like it's something that's impossible for me to answer. So like, what's your goal? Is your goal to like just like do sports as a hobby, make a few grand a month? Like, what's your goal?
Just a few grand a month. I have my own job already, and it's just a passion of mine that I like doing. And I'm making about 1,000 a month right now, and I just kind of want to
Yeah. So,
expand on it, which is why I kind of asked about Pokemon too. To try and
yeah.
expand a little bit.
So do you have my recommended starting bank? So like I could tell you, like, to join our program, we recommend having at least a few grand as a starting bankroll for
Right.
sports cards. So
Yep.
do you have over a few grand to play with?
Yes.
So then you don't really need to sell the card. Like, then it's just a question for you. Like, you really
No.
don't need more than like 3 to 5K to start buying and selling sports cards, grading them, because most of the cards you're buying, if you're doing it right, are like $50, $100, $150, $200. So you don't need to sell it, sounds like. So it's just a question for yourself. Like,
Right.
me personally, I would rather have my money in a Gretzky rookie than my money in a mutual fund. I'm not trying to give you financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. I think it's going to appreciate more. But then it's just a question for yourself.
Sure.
If you needed the money and you were kind of broke and you had $500 to mess with, I'd say, yeah, sell it, because you're costing yourself money by holding that card. You could do more with that money.
Right.
But me personally, like, my personal collection, or like investment, whatever you want to call it, are 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruths. I just think they're undervalued. I like Babe Ruth. But and that's where I put my extra money. I got an extra 5, 10, 20 grand, laying around, or I find a good deal, I just throw it into there and put it into one of those cards. And it's went up, like, since I've been buying them. The collection's worth like 3-4 times more. I've been buying them since like 2017 or 2018, which I think is better than a mutual fund, I would imagine. So
Yeah.
that's
No, I got a bunch of cards like that, like the Gretzky. Like I got a PSA 9 Henderson, and stuff like that I don't have to sell, so I might as well just keep it. And,
yeah. Well, you could do the
know.
math. I mean, if you look here, so like a 1979 Topps Gretzky PSA 6. So just keep in mind, this is not financial advice, because I'm legally not allowed to give you financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. So if you look at this card, so take like since 20, so it went up a lot during the pandemic, but in the past 10 years ago, your card is worth $275. Okay.
Right.
Now it's worth $1,400 was the last sale, $1,416.
Yeah.
So if you had $275 in 2015 into a mutual fund, would it be worth over $1,400 today?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So I mean, I could just look it up on ChatGPT. What if I invested $275 into the S&P 500 10 years ago? Today, it would be worth $631 according to Google AI. So,
Yeah.
10 years of history says the Gretzky is a better investment. But like I said, that's a decision for you. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I would do.
Yeah. No, it makes sense to me. So, well, I appreciate everything that you do, man. I listen all the time, and I'm learning a lot from you. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Good luck out there.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Good guy. Sounds like he'll do well. But just as a side note, if you go back to my other YouTube video, we're going to start giving, the one that's about to be posted, we're going to start giving away like free eBay gift cards. And I've been doing these videos, like pulling open packs and boxes, and I'm just giving away the best stuff in the packs and boxes to you guys to buy them, get them graded, and start your journey in sports cards. So you can go back to that YouTube video. You can learn a lot, win a free giveaway if you like and subscribe and comment. But hopefully you enjoyed this stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.